What up, guys? On today's weekly Slice of Insight, I've tapped into one of my mentors, best friends, and one of the people that's had one of the biggest influences on my life in general, not just, helping me improve as a promoter and a DJ, but just as a person in general. His name is Sean Majors, and I'd consider him to be one of the most important influences in Seattle music and probably ever. He runs Studio 44, Upper Left, was the creative director of Q, was the creative director of 1015 Folsom, and just has a very impressive resume. So let's get into it. His insight to a DJ or producer that's just starting out is that it's important to know how to make a pitch for getting through the door. Don't be afraid to ask the people making those decisions what they want to see. I find this piece of advice, very meaningful even in my own experience and in my own life. It's very important to not just go out there and then hope that some opportunity presents itself or that someone will just see through to your potential and then pick you up or add you onto their crew. It's really important to focus in on, okay, what either production crew am I interested in, or what label do I want to get this track signed to, and then not do any reinvention of the wheel. Figure out who's in charge and show them that you're interested, whether that's going out to an event or and meeting face to face with a promoter that you're interested in working with, or reaching out to the label directly, or maybe even someone else that's on that label, and to see what are the requirements for getting on, what's the best way to interact with them, and just see what works and doesn't work for them. So I think that just like if you were bringing in a DJ from out of town, you would get a writer that would tell you specifically what they need. There's no need for you to try to figure out what they want. You can just directly ask. And I think that sort of assertiveness that's really required for success in the music industry has carried over into other aspects of my life as well. So as far as this quote goes, have a goal in mind and be willing to figure out who you need to talk to and then get very specifically what they want. Trying to do too much reinvention of the wheel or trying to assume things may make the information that you present or make your pitch incompatible. And I guess one last story that I'll bring up too is that I don't do any music production anymore. But when I used to, I remember I was hanging out with another one of my mentors who's also a really close friend of Sean's, Gene Lee. And we were hanging out in my car and I was told him that I wanted to show him a song I've been working on. He's like, okay, yeah, play it. And then I realized that it wasn't really easily accessible. First I tried to play it on my SoundCloud, but then that's back when SoundCloud didn't have the SoundCloud app didn't have the ability to play private links on the app, and then I didn't have it, well labeled on my phone, so I wasn't really able to dig for it. And so he was like, dude, like you're trying to show me your song, you don't even have it like easily accessible. And I guess the point that I'm trying to make there is you never know when these opportunities are going to present themselves. I guess half the time that I go out there and laser focus on one thing and have a goal in mind and have a plan, that's how it works out. But the other half, you never know who you're going to run into just randomly on a club night or maybe even randomly on the street or maybe at a house party or something like that. So just always being able to have whatever information that you need to present your pitch whenever it may come is just really important to success, I think. And now that I have that mindset, I always feel like I'm prepared no matter who I meet or where I meet them. I feel like I have a way to give them a way to contact me and then also present who I am and what I'm about. Okay, so that's week number 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of this, and we'll see you next time for week number 3. Hope you have a great day.